SpaceX's third Starship test launch takes off successfully. More on that coming up. But first, the air in your home can be 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. Energy-efficient homes are designed to be more sealed, too, so they trap more pollutants inside. From cooking emissions and cleaning chemicals to fragrances and pets, a lot of everyday things can make the air inside your home less than ideal. The best thing you can do to improve your indoor air quality is open up windows and doors, as long as the air outside isn't unhealthy. But if letting in fresh air isn't an option, air purifiers can help reduce the level of pollutants while also removing odors and trapping some bacteria and mold. There are hundreds of models from dozens of brands on the market, so we tested a handful and put together a guide to the best purifiers so you can decide which will work best for you. Check out our list of the best air purifier for 2024 at Engadget.com. SpaceX hoped the third time would be the charm as it attempted another test of its Starship rocket. This third launch did indeed go well, with the Starship successfully launching at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Time. Shortly after launch, it successfully completed the hot staging separation from the Super Heavy booster, and the Starship successfully ignited the second stage Raptor engines. It's currently coasting, and the Raptor engines are planned to be relit about 40 minutes after initial takeoff. The Super Heavy booster, meanwhile, went into a semi-controlled descent. Its engines didn't fully reignite as planned prior to splashdown. We should hear more about what worked and didn't work in that phase of testing once everything is finished. Well, SpaceX said that both the booster and Starship itself were going to return to Earth at terminal velocity, thus making any recovery of them impossible. It looks like Starship itself didn't make it to splashdown. Based on the initial data, it looks like Starship broke up during re-entry. As with the booster, we should hear more about the specifics behind the ship's ultimate fate soon. The previous 2 efforts ended in failure, though Starship did reach space on the second go-round. A 110-minute launch window for the latest attempt opens at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. A live stream covering the launch kicked off at about 8:50 a.m. Eastern Time, and you can follow it on X. The Federal Aviation Authority authorized the SpaceX Starship Super Heavy Orbital Flight Test 3 on Wednesday afternoon. The agency said in a statement to Engadget that SpaceX met all safety, environmental, policy, and financial responsibility requirements. The FAA grounded Starship for several weeks before the second test flight until the company took 63 corrective actions. The first launch caused a fire in a state park and led to a lawsuit from environmental groups. Along with building on top of the previous tests, there are a number of ambitious goals SpaceX had in mind for this launch. The company aimed to carry out the first relight of a Raptor engine in space, along with ensuring the successful ascent burn of both stages, opening and closing the payload door, and conducting a controlled re-entry. The spacecraft flew on a new trajectory and splashed down in the Indian Ocean. SpaceX said the updated flight path afforded it the chance to try out new things like engine burns in space while prioritizing public safety. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Chris Holt and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.